Hey there, gang. Welcome to the Tavern, and welcome to Aenstrian. It's been almost, or just over, a year now, depending on when you're watching this, since the Heckraisers departed the Aether Spire, making their return to Miyamoto and continuing their story, becoming the legends of Abhaile. But hey, gang, let's get real for a second. We are back in the lands of Abhaile Untold. Tonight, we find one of these tales untold. We push back the shadows and bring light to a time of darkness. So, dear audience, feel free to skip ahead, take a break, or follow along. Chapters will be clearly marked in the description below. We love stories, and while we want stories to affect us, we never want them to cause us pain. So, take care of yourselves is all we're asking. Exactly. And hey, we've got some new faces at the figurative table this evening. We got Blair joining us tonight. Say hi, Blair.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hey. And then we've got Kat. Finally nabbed her from the Disinherited to join us at the Untold side. Say hi, Kat.
Hello.
She's chewing. I'd like to do that.
I'm eating like I always am.
My goal in life.
Occurrence for you, I feel.
I'm the TTRPG version of the waiter that comes and is like, "How's everything doing?"
Are you good? Are your dice behaving?
I see you chewing and you're not answering me. Does that mean you're in distress? I'm just going to stand here
I always
awkwardly.
pointed out when I would interrupt people while they're chewing, be like, now that you have your mouth full. How is everything?
Let me check in on you. Okay, yes.
And, of course, we have Will rounding out the group tonight. So, ladies, gentlemen, we are Aenstrian. We are the balance. And that balance is broken. Welcome to Abhaile Untold, where tonight, quiet voices sing the loudest. Now roll the fucking intro.
They build grand towers we bought with blood and a whisper. It started with song, sorrowful, comforting. It turned to a chant, voiceful and driving. When they came for the crown, we started to scream back. No, quiet voices won't back down.
Defeat is a unique poison. It permeates, surrounds, deafens, and disorients. It keeps us down, keeps us complacent. A labor to be exploited, to be used, to be capitalized. A girl bleeding in the mud on Perigee Point. A boy begging for scraps in Burkan. What makes defeat so unique? They accepted it. It's easy to cast blame on the arrogant ignorance of leadership, looking up, around, never down. On the hunger and the aspirations of the myriads of criminals trying to build and grow their empires. They're all the same, no matter the lands you are from. A symptom of our indifference. Looking away from the screams in the alley, keeping our voices down when we should speak up. It's easier to be afraid because we've been defeated, because we did not know, or we forgot. But it's normal to lose one's way. It's normal to forget. There is grace in remembering. There is solace in finding the path, and there is power and standing up. Refuse to accept defeat. Every voice that rises is a star flickering to life, shattering the dark veil so carefully crafted. Defeat is easy. The path before us is hard. But at the end, victory. If not for us, then the ones we leave behind. Endure. You all have heard these words in the preceding weeks, whispered in dim taverns, across warm tables, to and from crushed souls, finding hope in the darkness. And these times have been trying. They have been dark. Rumors abound can no longer be contained. The Novanarchy, our esteemed ruling council of 9 powerful mages, have begun a campaign of overreach, tossing aside the values and beliefs of the common folk. This, according to rumor and speculation, began with the High Arcanist Javan Razan's non-invasive research into the Moondrop, this massive crystalline island just off of Aenstria's coast. Every morning, she bathed the city in beautiful purple light. And the Moondrop stands as a symbol of great religious importance to the Aenstrian people and all who follow the Eruvian faith. For those entrenched in artifice, or the arcane level, who can argue? Exciting times we find ourselves in. The prospect of a world-shattering discovery just moments away. For you, however, fear, apprehension. Aenstria rose from the ashes of another great civilization, one that flaunted artifice in the face of divinity, and further toils and efforts nearly sundered the whole of Abhaile. But you remember, we are Aenstria. We are balance, and the balance is broken. For too long, the scale has tilted in silence. Voices are gathering now, humble, angry, faithful, but broken. You can almost hear them chanting, "We are Aenstria. We are balance. The balance is broken." Soft at first, but growing louder as Elowynn or the common folk step from their homes and shops, their footsteps in unison drowned out by the weight of their words, as together they chant. Flooding out from the pearlescent quay, folks walk, some arm in arm, some with fist held high, some speaking quietly, some shouldering picket signs made with hastily thrown together paints and pigments, some with fire. Children, women, old folks, men, elves, human, gnome, and others, falling into step behind armed figures cloaked in black. You've heard other reports in the weeks prior. Attacks on Perigee Point and at warehouses and vaults on the quay. Everyone knows, and perhaps now are starting to believe, these truth seekers were the spark that lit the fuse. The crowds pulse and surge, winding through wide marbled thoroughfares past closed shops and storefronts, abandoned hawker carts on the market sides, spilling out into Aenstria's port, towards the Crystal Heart district of Aenstria's center, and not just from the quay. Across town, homes and businesses empty as Elowynn add their voices to the chorus from the glades and even some from Silver Heights. The weight bears down on all. Taury, it's maybe a couple hours before midday as you lock up your shop on Cosentus Way, turning towards the street. A steady flow of maybe 4 or 5 dozen folks walk together in small groups, towards the gate to the Crystal Heart district itself, maybe just a quarter mile down. Would you make me a perception check? And if you just want to roll actually, we're going to pause for just a tiny second. So let me explain something to you guys. Because you guys are, and we're doing this live, you guys are new to these characters. You guys are commoners. So you are going to be rolling d20s, flat and straight. No modifiers. However, I will give you a +4 and a +2 that you can assign to any stats that you have, and you can have those as your modifier for this character. Will, what 2 stats do you want to buff up a little bit?
For Bren, I'm giving her a +4 to perception and a +2 to stealth.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. And Blair, what are you thinking? Blair has vanished.
Sorry, I'm getting my dice.
Oh, you're good.
I think I'll do the same. A +4 to perception and a +2 to stealth.
Okay, cool. And Kat?
Same, honestly. That sounds like a great setup.
Sounds good. I like it. That is easy for me to remember. I'll still forget, so don't worry about it. But yeah, Blair, if you want to go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Moment.
Taury.
Wait, hold on. That's a little bit cocked. Hold on.
It's gonna be.
That's a +4 to perception. So that's gonna be an 18.
18, hell yeah, that's the first roll of the campaign too, guys. That's awesome. Only downhill from there. 18 is fantastic. Taury, all around you, the air is charged with anticipation. You hear a faint, almost omnipresent wave, a cacophony of soft jingles and bells, as above you, on narrow, gilded marble walkways going from building to building, connecting rooftop to rooftop and block to block, are hundreds of cats, dogs, badgers, lizards, and other critters scurrying about with intentionality. And overhead, bursts of winged creatures, birds, owls, all kinds of things soar out, some diving down into homes or buildings, some flying out of sight. Aenstria has her own forms of communication, and the city is brimming with tension at this moment. The globules of crowd are pressing forward, and you can hear them talking quietly amongst themselves amidst the chants, fearful and anxious, but still, we are Aenstria. We are the balance. We are broken. So what are you doing in this moment, Taury?
So, just for clarification, I hear a cacophony of animals.
Yeah, and this is, it's definitely nothing new for you to see. There's always familiars running about on these tracks that are kind of purpose-built in a city of wizards. But there are a bunch of them, and you can tell that these crowds of people are definitely starting to take notice, and word is spreading around town like wildfire.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'm hearing these familiars. I'm hearing people look basically in large amounts of protests.
Yeah, and also for an 18 as well, you see these, like I said, maybe 4 or 5 dozen folks on your street, on Casintus Way. And to give you guys just a little bit of a primer on Aenstria and probably make this extremely confusing, the Crystal Heart District sits at the center of Aenstria.
Right.
The Moondrop is about 5 miles off the coast in Moondrop Bay. You're coming from Casintus Way, which is in the Pearlescent Key. This is this area that kind of kidney beans along Moondrop Bay. And there's walled districts to the city, So there's kind of gates that are open between each district. And as you guys are heading down Cosintus Way, or not, you're not necessarily heading, that's the direction that the traffic is kind of flowing. This crowd is heading down Cosintus Way towards La Rue La Rose, which is the main east and west through road in town. And you can see even more people on that road that are making their way towards the center of town. And you've heard the rumors. You know what's going on. They're fully just going to demonstrate and get trying to force a response from the government.
Okay, I think in my heart of hearts, I think Taury would follow the crowd. I think she'd at least be like, well, at least if I can at least like see the destination, see the outcome of this demonstration, I at least have information to disperse amongst town.
Oh yeah, fantastic. So you make your way through massive gilded gates that open into the Crystal Heart District. These two gates straddle La Rue La Rose. It's Aenstria's, like I said, proud, most well-known main thoroughfare. This giant gate sits over these marble cobbles with large 5-foot golden discs that sit in the center of the street, almost like you would see the dash marks on our roads, except much further apart. There's garish adornments. And these massive gates themselves open, appear to be solidly of gold and maybe 40, 50 foot high. In your entire life living here, you've never seen them closed. You assume that they're probably too heavy to even close. But as you make your way past one of these large golden discs, amidst a growing crowd, and you've lived, like I said, all your life, and you've recognized a few faces closer to your shop that were familiar enough that you've seen them around town, recognized them as customers. But it's so fortuitous that amidst a sea of unfamiliar, scared but passionate faces, you recognize Bren and Kai, a couple from the same tenement block as you, not too far over. Bren, Kai, will you both make me a perception check as you find your way through the gates as well?
Absolutely. That's an 18.
Okay, hell yeah. Okay.
17 on the die for a 21.
Right on, man. She just... Cat and her perception checks, man. I just...
Don't know why. I'm not very perceptive.
It's your power fantasy, right?
Right?
You find yourself deep amidst a crowd of hundreds pressing forward, closer together, as up ahead the Aether Spire dominates their view. This massive tower of marble and gold, shaped almost like a chess queen without the crown bits on the top, but very concave, smooth, sloping sides, impossibly high. Maybe 300 feet. It's too high to judge accurately the height of the peak. Sorry, I lost my place because I'm awesome. And while not as imposing, you can even see over the crowds the harsh lines and black stone of the Hall of Storms that's situated beneath the Grand Tower itself. Bren and Kai, with that perception check, with both of those perception checks as well, both of you are able to pick out Taury across the crowd as well. Just as she was shocked to find another familiar face in this crowd that is getting larger and larger as people are still pouring in from the gate behind you all. What are you all doing in this moment? Are you moving towards each other, or are you trying to get a better vantage point?
I think. Oh, sorry, you go first.
No, please, you go.
I think Bren in this moment, in that way of, like, when you see someone you know at an event where you feel awkward or, like, you're kind of already nervous to be there because you don't know what might happen. I think Bren just kind of naturally gravitates to the familiar face in the crowd.
Hell yeah. It just kind of like
Yeah,
quiet,
I would too.
quiet
Find someone,
shuffle sideways, just like...
Great. So we're all just gonna kind of meet in the middle, because that's what I was gonna do anyway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Friend, are you okay in this moment?
I'm fine. I was closing up my shop and I saw everybody protesting. I thought, well, so I should at least come see what it is.
The same thoughts here.
Yes.
And it is crazy, guys, because there have been the occasional protest on a street corner here and there, but there's never been anything this organized, to your knowledge, at least from your all's lives. It's crazy, and the amount of people. You hear now, all around you, voices yelling out, screaming, chanting. Towards the front, you guys are probably 150 feet back from the front of the crowd. All manner of people in obstructing the view forward, but you hear angry shouts from the front. Can all three of you make me a perception check in this moment?
Absolutely.
Just to see what we can
12.
12, I gotcha. See what we can see over this crowd.
9.
Unnatural 20.
That's gonna be a 12 for Taury, I believe.
Okay.
It's an 8 on the die.
Alright. So, Taury and Bren are going to help Kai in this moment achieve her natural 20 with two stout shoulders.
Oh, not natural. Unnatural.
Oh, doesn't matter.
It's a 16 plus 4.
That's still very, very good. And they provide a stout shoulder for each hand to boost you up high enough to see, beating the DC of 15 that I had set on that. You see flashes of light, gold, silver, green. Not many, but a few. The crowd continues to surge, but meets resistance. Kai, you've got a good enough view up there. Can you roll me an insight check?
Yeah, and this is one that's just flat.
Yeah.
No modifiers or anything.
Maybe 13.
13? Alright. Yeah, that's... the head of the crowd is no longer pushing forward. Something has given them pause. The back of the crowd is continuing to push forward. As it's not... there's not enough people in this crowd. Aenstrian is a large city. Possibly close to 75,000 people live here. It is not to the point of being a trample or a crush situation yet, but there is definitely something halting the progression. And that is when you all hear immediately a voice. Feminine, layered, 3 deep. You hear a tenor, a crisp, feminine sounding harmony call out, "Disperse." And then more voices, loudly in unison. Return to your homes immediately. And the crowd goes crazy as people start yelling and shouting, screaming out anger. You start to see bottles being thrown. The sound of glass breaking in the distance can be heard. People are now starting to shove against each other ahead of you. Some people are turning to retreat backwards towards you all. Some people are, it seems like, trying to push forward even still. In this moment, what are you all doing? It is hectic in this time.
I roll a perception check, or I'd say like insight or survival, to be like, how dangerous is this going to get?
Okay.
Yeah, like how long do we have until we're about to be Trample City?
Okay. Yeah, I love this. Bren rolled me an insight, and Taury rolled me a survival.
Yeah.
That funny.
Ooh, yeah.
Hold on. That's a little bit cocked. That's gonna be a 6 on my end.
Hell yeah. You're not sure, Taury, how you're not already dead. Somehow, like, you should have been trampled. You're kind of clumsy. I shouldn't have made it this far. But it seems okay. With a 6 is kind of the legitimate feeling. Is like, okay, it's a little heated, but we're in control. Bren, we're not in control. This is about to... we're not sure how messy it's going to get, but this is about to snap, is what you're feeling.
And Kai would, of course, let them know that she saw spells or something akin to that.
Like she saw our Arcana.
Something, yeah, definitely. Hell yeah. In an instant, as the crowd behind you all has arrived, and there are now people behind you, again, not compressing, but there are people behind you that want to go forward but can't, and you can't, you try but you can't, and that voice, alien and unfamiliar, rips across the gathering crowd, not the same as the feminine voices in harmony that you just heard. Actually, everybody here, roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
13.
Okay.
11.
It's cocked again. This is what I get for rolling on my bed.
I was gonna say, do you have fern dice out?
No. So, hey friends, that's gonna be a natural 1.
Both extremes. We love it. Hell yeah.
It's fine. She might run a magic shop, but that don't mean she knows shit about magic.
Kai.
It's like working at GameStop versus knowing how the inside of a Switch works.
Yes.
Kai and Bren get this feeling that this is... The voice you're about to hear is not just magical in origin and providence, but is itself a spell. You hear, all citizens disperse. Quietus protocol is in effect. And in an instant, the crowd of protest and unity turns into a chaotic, churning sea of panic and fear. Around you, it's impossible to tell from the distance and the chaos which side started. But explosions tear off into the crowd at the front. 1, and then 2, and then a third, quick succession. And you scan the crowd frantically, and you you found you're still you still know where each other is. What are you doing in this moment? As the crowd is starting to push back against you aggressively, some people are running, they are retreating, they are going for their homes. Importantly, other people are also surging forward now. It's like they've made their choice. What are you all doing?
I think at this moment, Bren has basically grabbed onto their friends and is starting to, like, move in the least dangerous direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a survival check, Bren.
Yeah, I'll noticing Bren doing that. Am I able to give the help action?
Yeah, absolutely.
In
Roll it with advantage if you need it.
Indeed. I got a 14.
14?
Thank you for the help. That was a 7.
Okay, hell yeah. So you glimpse through the crowd and see you see the serene, calm, uncaring face of death walking towards you amidst dark brown curls and skin to match, a lithe elven frame beneath robes of gold and emerald and silk. You see one of the Novanarchy. She stretches both of her hands forward, and you immediately grab the wrists of your friends and dart off into an alleyway. Behind you, a charge of electricity can be felt as something horrible swipes through the path of where you just stood. I need you all to make me an acrobatics or athletics check to start booking it down this alleyway. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah. Taury's gonna go for acrobatics.
What's that, Blair?
I said Taury's gonna go for acrobatics in
Fair
this
enough.
moment.
Gotcha.
That was a nat 1 from Bren.
Oh. Okay.
That's gonna be a 16 from Taury.
16 from Taury.
11 from Kai for athletics.
Hell yeah. You did the impossible already for them, Bren, and spotted the danger before it was too late. You got them into the alleyway, and that's when you stumble and fall. It's okay, though. You have a moment. You're able to get back to your feet, and the alleyway is cramped enough that they're not that far away. You take off running. The sweat clings to your faces as you start to run, or try to, as you find that alleyway is clogged with boxes and trash, but you make your way through into another crowd of running people that are separated, going around buildings. But quickly, Kai, will you make me a survival check?
Six.
Okay. Kai, you spot as you make it out of this alleyway into this open thoroughfare. You spy the street alongside the wall is open. There doesn't seem to be anyone there. You look down the street and you can see your stomach drops just a little bit. You see guards, city guards, armed and armored, making their way towards the south gate to the Crystal Heart District. The south gate, the north and south gate, are where the Evermarch Road snakes through Aenstrian. There's guards going towards the south gate. Maybe there's a chance that you can get back through the gate you came in through on La Rue La Rosée. Do you share that with your friends?
Of course, yes.
Okay. You guys, are we running?
Oh yeah, we're bolting.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
I'm going off of instinct right now.
Yeah.
Like this is
100%. Taury, make me a perception check as you guys start making your way down this street.
Okay, that's a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17?
17. Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Ahead of you, there's guards blocking this gate too. But there are so many people at this gate. There are hundreds of people pushed up against this line of guards at this gate. Bren, do you want to roll me an insight check as you see this as well?
A 7.
7. Want to roll me a perception check on top of that, Bren, so I can see if I'm going to be honest to you, or...
10.
10.
10.
10. 10 meets it, beats it, my friend.
Okay, good.
You see them, and you can tell that there are not enough guards to properly block the whole thing. Insight check, you don't know how safe it would be, but there's a possibility you all can slip through. What do you guys want to do?
We gotta get out somehow.
Yeah, we gotta get out somehow, and she's not. She might know this city well, but she's just trying to make sure her two companions are okay. And so, yeah, I think she'd try to slip through the chink in the guards.
Heck yeah. Kai, can you make me a perception check as you make out this crowd of people pressed up against this wall of guards?
14.
14. Okay. The crowd is throwing whatever they can. Rubble, rock, bricks, glass, whatever they have. You see projectile arcs flying over heads and towards guards, and then from the other direction, as if there are still people on the outside in the quay that want in. It's chaos, it's a mess. That's when you hear a handful of folks in the crowd start screaming in a different type of way. The screams you've been hearing have been screams of fright, screams of terror. Not so much, but you've been hearing screams of anger and rage and confusion more than anything. Screams of shock. Now you hear screams of terror. One of the golden discs buried in the street has rised up maybe 6 to 8 feet. People are, 3 of them, on top of the golden disc, hugging each other tightly as they don't know what's happened, as they are now head and shoulders above the rest of the crowd, and people start flying. You look towards the source of the screams, all of you. Amidst the crowd, you see 6 feet tall, his body smooth, unadorned brass and steel, a deep, vibrant purple coming from its torso and eye sockets. Those eye sockets narrow as it raises large, imposing hands over its head and starts to crush the crowd. You all need to run.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it. Exactly. I don't think Taury's run faster in her life. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Perfect. And you do, as best you can, but screams tear out further into the crowd, and the crowd is scattered and moving in all directions now. There are more of these things out there. You can hear screams further down. guards have the gates blocked. You scatter Bren, Kai, slipping into an alleyway. Taury, you get separated as another QP bot found the crowd. Can each of you all roll me in this moment a D100 if you've got it handy, or 2 D10s, whatever you need to do.
2d10. I believe
69.
69? Hell yeah, man. Nice.
Yeah.
2d10. Okay, so one of
38.
them. I think one of them. Well, one of them is a 2,
Okay.
and then the other one is. I'm sure what it is, but it's because it doesn't have the little dot. Right.
It's a 6
The way
or a
it landed,
9.
I think I don't know.
I'm cool with either
The way it
answer.
landed was a 9. So.
Okay, all right. Heck yeah. That is. I gotcha. Okay.
So sorry.
Heck yeah. Taury, you're the one that got separated from the other two. It is incredibly hectic in this moment. Can you roll me a survival check?
A survival check from Taury?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, let me find the original die that I was using.
Oh, you're good.
It's
you're
one of
good.
my Daggerheart decks. So,
Oh, fun.
that is a natural 20.
Natural 20. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You quickly make your way down the street along the wall. You're heading south-ish towards the Evermarch Road that you know is probably blocked off as well. That's not what you're interested in. The walls of Aenstrian, in this moment, it strikes you. They're not crenellated walls like you'd see on like a medieval fortress or anything like that. They don't. When you're a city of ruled by wizards, you really don't need a bunch of archers up on the battlements, right?
Right.
What they do need to do is decorate and clean, and those are two things that are a little too menial for a wizard to do, which means that you know that there are stairs, and you are heading quickly towards one of the stairs that rises up to the top of the wall. If anything else, it gets you out of here. As you do, you make your way down, and there's fewer people here. You make your way towards it, and you reach this area where there is a wall. A door. There's a wall. Of course there's a wall. There's a door.
There's a door attached to a wall.
There is a door at the base of the wall. What do you do?
In a normal circumstance, I think she would check the door, but she is just trying to get back to her friends.
Heck
So
yeah.
she's going to try to open the door.
Heck yeah. Opening the door. If there's any consolation, it's painless. As standing there in green robes and gold is a male figure that you recognize at the very end as a member of the Novanarchy, and lightning tears through your soul. Kai,
Yes.
you make it a few more, a little bit further than Taury, snaking through an alleyway, trying to cut across the Evermarch into the eastern side of the Crystal Heart, hoping to maybe get over to Blossom Park and escape into the shrubberies and hedge mazes and hanging gardens when a lightning bolt finds you as well. And finally, Bren, you slip through the alley that you're in, doubling back on the Luminary Plaza, hoping to find something. Maybe, like Kai was thinking, a route back into Blossom Park. Maybe there's a hope. There's many ways into Blossom Park. There's not just one gate. It's something. Ahead of you, maybe 300 feet, in the very center of the plaza, a pair of mages stand back to back. A man with blonde hair and that female with the dark skin and the curls that you saw earlier. They seem to be looking down Major Avenue, scanning for threats. They haven't noticed you in this moment. What are you doing, Bren?
Do I know my friends are dead?
No.
I think Bryn just is going to try her best to hide and like stealth her way along, try and avoid their gaze.
Heck yeah. As you do, you make your way to the edge of the alleyway. It looks as if they haven't noticed you. You're gonna have to break cover, though, to dart to another alleyway. Do you want to roll me a stealth check?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Hell yeah. I will perceive. With a dirty 20. You wait for a moment, as long as you can. Take a breath. And you step out. Does a 23 hit?
Well, I'm a commoner, so yeah.
This will be 12 points of damage, which I believe commoners kind of are somewhere around 10.
They have 4.
4. Fantastic. But, yeah, okay. You break from cover. Cold, hard. Something connects hard with your right temple. Your vision goes white instantly. This pain racks through your body. And your feet are no longer under you. 12 points of damage. Bren, your vision comes back to you just enough as you hit the ground, but there's no sensation to it. Your ears are ringing. But you hear voices. Quiet. Afraid. What are you doing here? It is not safe. A female voice, maybe. The mage? You can't tell in this moment. Last thing you hear is another voice, angry, distant, and accusing. No, 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 no. I built these for your mother to defend Aenstria. I will not have them turned against her. It's all black. In the months to come, many narratives are offered and traded. The Aenstrian people rebel, but depending on where you hear, it went peacefully. Protests and demonstrations. It went poorly. People were hurt. But life, according to the Novanuki, returned to normal. Quiet voices remember, and quiet voices whisper. Research at the Moondrop continues. Criminals and lawbreakers vanish for a day or two, return completely different, complicit in the machine, convinced that life is once again normal. Curfews have been enacted in Aenstria, in Port Rose, Perigee Point, and taxes have been raised empire-wide to fund the construction of their new capital, Ys Nova. Though official reports are unreliable, those who know hold the tally. Sindeth Aramakar's truth seekers and 487 Eleanor perished on the day of the division. Though official reports are unreliable, thankfully, we know that the division did not end on that day. We know that quiet voices rose up and demanded they be heard. This is their story. The caterwauls start up, distant and keen, building a dull echo as the sounds, sharp and proud, echo in from the city walls, finally resounding in the center and Luminary Plaza. The sound ripped forth from the monolithic marble walls of the Aether Spire, her crown a dying flame as the last remnants of sunlight fade from the gilded accents high in the clouds over a quieting city. The caterwauls keen on, distant and present, and while it may be painful to admit, the sounds become a new normal. A freight train passing through behind your house in the night, except no tracks bear goods or people along those pitchy screaming notes. The sound comes every day with the dusk and persists for a half hour or so afterwards, making the city aware of curfew here in Aenstria. The caterwauls sound on into the night that sets in, a familiar companion for your evening chores these past couple of months, ever since that day. The day when, well, everything changed. We find ourselves amidst marble hallways, worn with age, but polished, white and resplendent, all the same. And save for the ever-present keening of the caterwauls, muffled to a dull whisper by stone and air and distance. This specific hallway is a curious one, narrow and long, with open-air windows at about waist height all along the length of it. It spans La Rue La Rosée entirely, and there's no sconces along the walls for torches, lanterns, or glowstones, only what you bring with you down here. Or I should say, up here in the servants' corridor, hanging below the Hall of Worship. If the Aether Spire dominates Aenstria's city center, the Even Hall dominates her eastern flank. One foot resting in the glades, the other in the narrows of Blossom Park. The Even Hall looms, an arching structure spanning the main road, with stairs riding high along the walls, bringing the quiet footfalls of a congregation up to the halls for worship. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm kind of talking about here, if everybody in their head has an image of the Arc de Triomphe in France, right?
You just cut out a bit.
The Arc de Triomphe in France, you're aware of, Kat? Big square thing.
Yeah.
Does it have a little cutout and like cars drive through it?
Yeah, well, it's like in the middle of a roundabout, yeah. But exactly that,
Okay,
yes.
vaguely.
Big, like
Has
big
little guys on there.
Yeah, big rectangle with a cutout in the middle. That's kind of what this is, but squat down. One leg in the Glades, one leg in Blossom Park. And I don't think I have a map on here. Give me 10 seconds, guys. Let me, I've got a really... I know you guys like my awesome maps, and I've got a really...
Is it this thing?
What's that? Yeah, that thing.
Is it this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
I
messed
have
up.
one excuse.
Here's my messed up image of Aenstrian City that looks like, in my head, it's like the Google Chrome ball if you threw it really, really hard.
Yeah.
We have the Pearlescent Key over here on the left side. La Rue La Rose runs east to west through town, and the Even Hall is situated with one leg here in the Narrows of Blossom Park and one leg here in the Glades, straddling the road entirely. You know what? I'm going to leave that map up for just a little bit because it's horrifying to look at, and it's fun. Man, it's... I've also got a really badly drawn image of the Even Hall I'll share with you guys in Discord later on that I tried to make, and it was horrifying. I am not an artist, but in any event... the Even Hall represents Corellia's balance, displayed through architecture, straddling one of the city's arteries, 1 foot in the home of the common folk, one in the garden of opulence, where the Eruvian church offices sit high atop the beam of the Even Hall. Her priests and... so this is an interesting thing about the Even Hall, and the way I designed it in my head is the offices sit at the very top. The main worship center sits at the very middle, and the servants' corridor sits at the bottom. The officials have to descend to the very bottom and rise up to meet the congregation that also has to rise up. It's just my little weird way of balance. You reach the top of the stairs that open into the servants' corridors, your legs pleasantly aching from climbing the 100 or so stairs up from the church's daily soup kitchen down in the Glades. Next to you, struggling somewhat to match your youthful stride, is one of your cohorts, an elderly cantor by the name of Halden Veer. All things weighed, you'd think we'd have modernized a bit with a spell lift or something. These stairs will be the death of me. Just kind of making polite conversation. Eutaxia, would you do us the honor of describing who we see walking in step with old Halden?
Yes. So you see Eutaxia. She takes on the visage of an elven woman. She has huge tufts of dirty blonde hair. Her eyes are this nice, almost ocean blue. Though the clothing that she wears has shades of red and gray, and her holy symbol bears the symbol of Corellia.
Yeah.
She stands at about 5'8", I want to say.
Right on. As you all are making your way towards the center of the corridor, could you roll me a perception check?
Yes.
First roll game.
First roll as a proper character.
Exactly.
Actually, yes. Perception. Why can I not find where the hell that would be?
I know they're alphabetical, but I always can't find it. I have the same problem with perception checks.
No, it's not in the skills thing. Okay.
So that's the last place you find it.
Right? It was in the refrigerator the whole time.
Oh my god, the body of John Benet Ramsey?
Yeah, I used Foundry for that one, by the way.
Cool. What'd you get?
I got a 23.
23. Perfect. Hell yeah. You hear a door slam down a short hallway that shoots off of the servants' corridors, off to your right. One that you know leads to the sacristy behind the main hall upstairs. And immediately you see two familiar faces emerge, racked with worry and concern. One of them, the shorter woman, is supple and matronly, with curves under white silk robes adorned with gold and blues. You immediately recognize as Provost Muriel Bren, head of the Even Hall, as well as the taller woman with her, a human as well, a little awkward in her movements and lanky, with pale skin and short black hair, a person you're less familiar with, but you recognize all the same as the custodian, Ivara Thorin. They're whispering loudly. I don't think we've been followed. We have to hurry. Rounding, coming down the hallway, they immediately see you two and look up. What fortuitous luck, Ivara, says the provost. It's like I always say, is it? No measure is ever singular. Eutaxia, darling. You are, I think, in this moment, just what the Moonflower ordered. Quickly, can you follow us, child?
Yes, Provost, yes.
So her and the custodian, they've not stopped walking. They continue northward towards the steps leading down into the garden base. Beside you, you hear the wheezing shuffles of Halden Veer trying to keep pace. If you spare a glance back, he's looking frantic and confused. As the provost seems to notice his shuffling as well, and turns as she's walking. Canterveer, there are some guests from the Infinium upstairs. Would you be so kind as to regale them with stories of our beloved patron? And he's kind of like, I was gonna follow. She cuts him off right away, though. Go on, get on with you. We don't need you stumbling down the stairs and killing a lot of us. Get out of here. Shoos him off.
Go, get on, get.
Yeah. The old cleric, he turns and makes his way back down the corridor with a huff as the rest of you make it to the stairs down. Provost looks over her shoulder after Veer for just a moment before Ivara hastily interjects. Mirel, the Artifinders, we have to hurry. You're all right. Eutaxia, quickly now, quickly. We must hurry. And she takes you by the hand and starts leading you down these winding staircases.
I allow her to take my hand. I'm used to following her orders.
Yeah. Up the stairs and more. Now we're going back down the stairs as you descend down to ground level, nestled in the narrows of Blossom Park. This tiny little sliver of sanctuary, tended to by the faithful and those that the faithful serve. But she curiously does not turn to exit out into the night. Rather, she turns to a bare swath of wall along, presumably, what is one of the thick marble walls of Aenstria, set along Rue La Rose. She places her hands against the cool marble and with great effort shoves two sides of nothing aside, and instantly a seam of divine light splits the wall, revealing an archway leading to, you guessed it, more stairs leading down this time. Somewhere that you have never been before in the Even Hall.
Yes.
In this moment of watching the wall part, are you doing anything particular?
I will. Let's see. I can't. I think normally in a normal instance, I would, in a normal instance, I would be casting detect magic, just because I'm someone that needs to check out every situation.
Right.
And normally I would do that with a ritual, but since I don't have time to do that, I will just use the quick version of it.
Oh, hell yeah. I love it.
As we go.
And you see illusion magic pouring from her hands into the wall as she separates this this false door or this obfuscation, and you all are descending through another twisting staircase. The steps themselves shallower and ancient. These are not carved from marble like the rest of Aenstria. These are sandstone. You see the occasional cobweb here or there. It looks like the staircase gets at least some frequent traffic, however, as there is no accumulation of dust. After an agonizing climb down probably another 100 stairs, you reach the presumable bottom and find yourself exiting into a short hallway, maybe only 20 feet long, ending at a large, monolithic vault door made of blackened steel. Ivara breaks off immediately, jogging ahead and pulling a large ring of keys from a pocket. Immediately starts inserting different keys into different slots around the vault door with practiced familiarity. Some of the keys she turns only a little, some of them more, some of them make several rotations, and it seems like there's a careful and articulate, intricate sequence needed to gain access down here. And next to you, the provost continues to walk at a slowed pace, turning to face you. All right, dear. There's no way of... the balance is off tonight. Off by a great deal, I'm afraid. The Artifinders have come for our relics. A great consolidation, they call it. And hells, call it what you want. They've come to strip us of what little power we have left. And I will be damned straight to the bottom of them before they strip us of our dignity.
Okay. We have to preserve the scales.
100%. And there is this loud sound as the vault swings open, and you feel this charge of magic settle across your body as the provost continues, and your detect magic is picking up on abjuration and evocation in droves down here. This place is heavily warded with both defensive and offensive measures, it seems. We are the balance, and the balance is broken. As she steps into the vault, looking back over her shoulder, do you follow?
We are the balance, and the balance is broken. and therefore it is our duty to restore it. And I follow her.
She nods silently at your words, smiling. Soft smiles at the corners of her lips, and around you, you see a dusty, dimly lit room crammed full of shelves, themselves full of various scrolls, texts, tomes, and relics. As Ivara steps towards you both, carrying in her hands a small, about this size, box of a dark heartwood. Alright, I lost my place in my notes. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we are. And then Ivara speaks up for the first time and says, yes, but we have here something that might tip the scales back in our favor. Whole lot of good it'll do in the clutches of the Artifinders and the Grand Archive, but it begins. And as she says the word, she begins to open the box. And the Provost continues her words. Which is where you come in, Eutaxia. And as the box is finally opened, you see inside resting a delicate, ornate platinum circlet. Wires and pipes joined together, creating flowing vine motifs that frame the face, sitting just over the ears. And at the center, a stone that has been carved into an intricate and detailed blue rose. As the custodian hesitantly holds the box out towards you, Morel speaks. This, and she lets out a heavy sigh. This is the Cicesian crown, crafted by Corellia and her lover Corinne themselves, if you believe, which we do. A blessing to the first priest of Aru. It is our greatest treasure and our most powerful artifact from a time long, long past. Here. She lifts it from the box and holds it out towards you. Take it.
I gently take it from her hands. Provost, if I may, I'm only curious why you would entrust me with something so delicate.
There's precious little time. The Artifinders come. They... Roll an insight check real quick for me, Eutaxia, as she says, it is the sacred duty of the Aruvian Church to protect our relics from that which seek to upend the balance. What was that roll?
Okay, so that's gonna be a 13.
13. I think a 13 in this moment, with having spent enough time in her presence. She says a lot of really great things, and she means them, but it's also very likely that you are a convenience find for her on her path down here, and are fitting the ticket, as it were.
Okay.
Secure it to your head. We cannot be losing this now.
Yes.
The moment the moment you rest it upon your head, your vision splits horizontally and then vertically, and then wipes like a PowerPoint transition from the old days, and You get this rush of vertigo in your head before the lines and motion are gone and your vision is back to normal. The crown has immediately attuned to you. Okay, now you must hurry. And she looks at you and notices that you're a little off kilter. Okay. It is a powerful relic. I am so sorry. You must hurry up to Blossom Park now.
Yes.
Follow the Lorosi wall east to the outer wall. There is a contact there. Someone you can trust. Someone that I can trust to get you safely out of the city. You'll ask, do I know you? And she'll reply, depends on what you remember. Do you understand?
Okay. Ask her, do I know you? And then... Yes.
She will reply, depends on what you remember. This is very important. You understand?
Yes. Absolutely, Provost.
As you hurry up the stairs into the chaos of the unknown, let's take a trip elsewhere for a moment. From one monolithic landmark in Aenstrian, as we find ourselves, for a brief moment, somewhere near the top of the other monolith here in Aenstrian, somewhere near the top of the Aether Spire. Okay. The offices, and I'm sorry ahead of time, this is not something that any of you all are seeing at home, and this is not something that you're traditionally going to see in an actual play, but we're going to spend just a sliver of time focusing on an NPC for just a moment, and I think you guys will see why shortly. The offices of the High Arcanist are dark, save for a sliver of candlelight coming from beneath a door to one side. Siobhan Razan and the rest of the Novenarchy, having departed Aenstrian last month to their new home beneath Isnova, far inland and to the north, a more centralized location closer to her precious infinium. But yeah, this is knowledge that you, at the very least, Tam and Eutaxia would have, that the Aether Spire is, for the larger part, been vacated, as the Infinium has, or the Novenarchy has relocated to the new capital, leaving behind an army of assistants and worker drones that are kind of living in two places, as it were, completing the move and finishing up a lot of bureaucracy. But as we slide behind that door, we find a small, cramped office overflowing with texts, scrolls, and papers. A mess of chaos and order. And we find a shorter, slim half-elf with dark brown hair sitting at a desk with several important-looking documents before her. She sits wearing an emerald cardigan over a white blouse, a short skirt, and a matching green. Natalie Vanash, assistant to Siobhan Razan, eyes a timepiece on her desk nervously before flicking the nail of her thumb across the inside of the nail of her ring finger and seeming to palm something. With a wave of her hand, she is suddenly holding a small crystalline box. And immediately opening it, revealing 16 small stones, no larger than a quarter each, some in blue, some in green, some in oranges and yellows, some in amethyst, but all of them opaque and all of them appearing to be cut like a precious gemstone. Eyeing the timepiece once more, she holds her breath, closes her eyes, and taps a finger on a bright amethyst stone. And we're elsewhere. And it is dark and creepy. Being out in Blossom Park after dark and after curfew. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful night, even. Cloudless. Stars shining bright. And then high in the heavens themselves, you see Ayat hanging fat in the sky, waxing and nearly fully waxed, though through the humidity and mugginess and the slight hazy layer, you can just make out Aru slipping behind Ayat and out of view for a time. We're over in the narrows of the park now, where the fat, blocky north base of the Evenhall sits, looming above and behind you as you make your way silently through the gap between the hedges and the wall itself, the caterwall drowning out any errant twig snaps or footfalls. The paths that wind and twist through the park themselves are empty at this hour and beautiful, bathed in moonlight. But that moonlight floods the central areas and avenues and makes a poor ally to more covert actions. So ahead, the eastern border wall of Aenstrian looms, 75 feet tall. The white marble at this proximity looks black as shadow, save for the glimmer of gold that reflects off of the banded tops in the moonlight. Tam, do you want to roll me a stealth check with advantage and describe who we see? If we had better passive perceptions, I'm sure.
Okay, you said a stealth check with advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, let me... 25.
You're good.
Yes.
You make your way beneath the shadows of this outside wall. Can you roll me also a perception check as you try to search out for a location that's both concealed and offers a good view of the area?
19? Wait,
19.
do I still have... Oh shit, that's right. Yes, 19.
19, hell yeah. Sweet. You find a tree along the wall. The shadows from the wall add to the shadows from her leaves and boughs to create a perfect location as you effortlessly and silently settle into place. You hear Adelai's words in your mind, crisp and clear. You should be nearing position, Petal. The Artifinders have arrived at the Evenhall. Safe Haven, Rizan Heights, 2-story, cracked ruby doorknob. Sintra out. And the sending dissipates. You can respond if you would like, with 25 words or less.
She'll just say affirmative.
Cool. Make me a stealth check with advantage one more time as we just make sure that there's not like a natural one on blurting out something out from behind a hidden tree. I live for natural ones. Damn. One day I'll get you.
Screw me over. Less than a 9, I treat it as a 10, so it's pretty sweet.
Heck yeah, you do.
Can you repeat that thing, though, so I can remember it, what she said to me?
Yeah, it's super important, probably. So, yeah. Said, you should be nearing possession, but blah, blah, blah. That was... the Artifinders have arrived at the Evenhall. And then she gets telegraphy. Safe Haven, Rizan Heights, 2-story, cracked ruby doorknob. And as the magic and words fade into the humidity of the night, quiet falls over the park, save for the chittering and chirping of some crickets off in the grass, the faint rustle of hot breeze through the tree leaves, the caterwaul finally subsiding, as a quiet and humble populace have been properly advised of the arrival of night, which means, for the time being, the park is yours. But before too long at all, there's a commotion from in the park. Someone making their way down the central path in quite a hurry. Can you make me a perception check, Tam?
19.
Awesome. Yeah. What you see coming into view. Any guesses?
Is it?
It's a seamless transition, that's right, all the way across the Sonoran Ocean. For you ladies in Aenstria, it might be just past dark right now, but here, in the cramped Tudor-lined streets of the Centris waterfront, it's maybe nearly midnight here in the capital of the Borealan Regency. We zoom in on a lithe, petite human woman. Simple white workman's blouse, suspenders over black slacks. With a dark, blunt bob of hair on her head, she cuts through tight alleyways into busy streets, packed with drunkards making their way home from the bars, as well as sailors and stevedores. Am I cutting out?
A little bit, yeah.
Was it at the beginning of that whole mess, or?
It's just like the last couple sentences you said.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to just start over at the beginning of that paragraph if it's behaving again. But we zoom in on a lithe, petite human woman. Simple white workman's blouse and suspenders over black slacks, with a dark, blunt bob of hair on her head. She cuts through tight alleyways into busy streets, packed with drunkards making their way home from bars, sailors and stevedores working the docks, and food carts serving fire tips and burro wraps to these same souls. Her cold gray eyes cut the crowd like a knife, navigating the throngs of people with the seasoned skill of a street urchin or a hood rat who knows the shortcuts like the back of her hand, the spots to avoid and the spots to hide. Following close behind Marley Adamdroth, we find Elowynn. You definitely stand out in this grungy gaggle of dock workers and drink smiths. Do you want to tell us who we see navigating these streets with a slightly less practiced grace?
Yeah. Elowynn is a very, again, I think standing out is a good way to describe her, and she intentionally tries to stand out almost. She's about 4'11", very, short and kind of stout as well, a little bit of a wider frame, a little bit more heavier set, curvy body type. She is a satyr. She has this kind of jester's outfit to her. Brown horns and with a red fluffy hair, ears that go down there, and about and kind of goat-like features. Her eyes even have these square, the rectangular pupils that a goat does. Every step she makes, she jingles about like a jester would with the bells and everything. But yeah, she's this very energetic, bubbly figure, kind of waving and saying hi to everyone she passes by. For the occasional person that she sees on the street who is begging for money or some kind, she will put a gentle hand on their shoulder and toss a couple gold pieces, telling them to sleep somewhere for the night on her
And every step she makes, she's like, "Oh, hi. Well, have a great rest of your day." And like just telling little jokes to cheer people up there.
Heck yeah. Will you roll me a perception check as you all make your way through this crowd?
Yes, I can. If my D&D Beyond would like to load.
Yeah, I switched to rolling on D&D Beyond because I was like, the way Foundry does it, she makes you want to have an aneurysm.
18.
18. Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
Good job.
As you're making your way through the crowd, you just it's interesting for all of your generosity. You just managed to catch the deft hand out of your peripheral vision of a dock urchin going for your coin purse. You easily are able to swat him out of the way and
He swat his hand off and just put a couple gold pieces in his hand instead.
hell yeah. Hey, you know, is a decent person that answers thievery with kindness. I dig it. The pair of you snake through street and alley until the crowds start to thin and alleyways aren't really needed anymore to create a quicker path. Now, near the edges of the waterfront, near the edge of Centris herself, there's only a few people out, talking quietly on or near doorsteps with pipes in hand, voices low as you make your way towards the grove on the east side of the city. Centris definitely has a charm to it. And it's also just a massive amount of people. It's way more crowded and claustrophobic in some ways than back home in Rowan. But, I mean, here in Centris, I guess, they never had to fight for their lives or their right to exist. Not like the people had to do back in Rowan. Not like where you helped them. Here, they fight for different things. A better job, a better home, a better wife or husband, just a better life in general. There's something to it, and almost certainly also a joke to be made. But while you're often maybe deep on the inside, prone to potentially feeling like an outsider in Boreala due to your outstandingly rare heritage, down here in the streets...
You just cut out a whole bunch.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's pause for a second. Let me just try to switch back over to my other internet. This is bothering the shit out of me. Okay. Has this done any type of improvement?
I hear you loud and clear.
Yes. It's mainly after you like talk for a little while, then it'll just randomly cut out words or
Weird.
whole little gaps.
Yeah, so weird. Let me just try and mess with some stuff real quick.
Great game so far, guys.
Yeah.
I just wish my damn internet didn't suck so bad. You know how it is. Was that cool? Did that cut out at all?
Not yet.
No.
Okay. I wanna be an airborne ranger. I kind of also wonder if I'm not.
Now it's doing it a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think I might know what's happening. 1 second, guys.
I have my special circlet.
I love the shirt, by the way.
Thank
Blair.
you.
What
Okay.
shirt?
Kindness is golden. I like it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of Elowynn's brand. Kind of.
Literally, I was kind of getting the energy. I don't know if anyone here has heard of this like niche musical called Twisted. But there's a scene at the beginning there where a character is just like kind of going around and is like follow the golden rule, and it's like basically is like, you know, do unto others what you would want done unto you, and it's like I'm like, oh, that's kind of Elowynn's whole vibe there.
Yeah.
Kind of on brand for her.
Heck yeah. Okay, so real quick, guys, I just want to do we're gonna do a test. I'm gonna count to 15.
Okay.
Tell me what numbers you lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
No
I
numbers
lost a
lost.
little bit of 4.
Yeah,
Whatever.
there's a little bit of
I was great.
weird feedback
But-
stuff.
Perfect. So, okay. Fuck me. Okay. That actually tells me something. So, Kat and Will heard me break up on one number, but Blair, you did not hear me break up. I almost bet you that we're having that fucking server problem again on Discord. Let me know if it does it again, and then we'll hop up to the Hangout chat again or something. Or actually, what I'm gonna do is duplicate this channel right now, and then we'll have a channel in here that we can go to, Abhaile Untold 1 if we need to. That should have all the same permissions and stuff. But we'll do that if it cuts out again. But anywho, let me see here.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure where I was, but anywho, it's more crowded and claustrophobic here in Centris than back home in Rowan, for sure. They've never had to fight here to exist or for freedom or rights, like they had to back in Rowan, where you helped them find their voice. Here, they fight for different things. A better job, a better home, a better wife or husband, a better life. There's something to it. There's definitely a joke to be made, but while you're often want to feel like an outsider in Borealis due to your outstandingly rare heritage, at least down here in the streets, you're one of the same people. And as you walk in silence towards a T intersection, seemingly at the edge of town, you notice the faint, almost pleasant pressure of Marley and her Kalishtar nature wriggling its way into your mind and establishing a connection. It is just a bit further, the grove awaits. I've just heard from my friend that our plan is in motion tonight. And she continues to walk in perfect silence, speaking in your head. To the south and east of here is our neighbor and ally, Aenstrian. Our neighbor and ally is stepping hard on the heads of her people. Some friends of mine are concerned what the world might look like with a dangerous mage nation that doesn't listen to her heart. And as you all are walking, stepping between two houses at this T intersection, she continues speaking. When Darish Rodkanan took his subjects as slave stock, you risked your title and safety to bring volume to their voices. Aenstria's voices only whisper for now, but some want to sing. Perhaps you can help them find their voices. And you're aware enough of speaking with her that anything she says in your head you can respond to. As you all pass down a dirt alleyway between a couple of houses, you enter the grove proper. As I'm chewing a mouthful of Apple Jacks.
I'm so sorry, you cut out. Is this to Tam or Elowynn?
To Elowynn, I'm sorry.
Cool. Okay, cool. I thought this was to Tam. I thought that she's nodding is like, oh yes, absolutely. No one should abuse their power in that way. Absolutely. Anything I can do to help out, please.
Yeah. So before I continue yapping, is it still cutting out and being weird?
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. So you pass down this dirt alleyway between a couple of houses, entering the Evermarch Grove, an ancient copse of trees on the eastern edge of Centris, where the druids of old communed with the eidolons of ancient Abhaile. Lately, it's a place where the city's urchins go to play. Marley walks towards the pond at the center, flanked to its right by a large, wide, bowing weeping willow, her arms reaching out 30 feet in every direction before dipping down, kissing the tops of the pool. As she's walking, she shrugs her shoulders and raises her arms without a word, and the ground behind you begins to rumble and roil as a wall of thorns and vines burst from the ground, creating a wall around you and her, the pond, and the tree. As her hands raise, they never still as she twirls and brings them down, dips them low. Finally hearing her speak aloud, softly she says, "Show us the crown." And blue light floods into the pool before receding. And in your head you hear her voice once more as she gestures down at the pool. "Down there."
Oh.
And will you roll me a dexterity check as you look down?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dexterity.
I'm good at those.
Are you dexterous?
That is a 15.
Cool. 15 is good. It's disorienting at first, but looking down at the water, expecting to see rocks and maybe a fish or two, you're 50 or 60 feet up in the air. You can't tell for sure. Looking down over a moonlit garden, beautifully maintained, almost palatial in appearance. Something you'd expect to see flanking the Regent's Manor or another lord's estate. Focusing, you can just make out a mop of blonde hair amidst white and red fabric walking hurriedly towards the far end of the pool, towards the far end of the garden. Idly, Marley reaches into her pocket and withdraws an object, a large blue disc.
What is that for?
You will be needing this. And as you look at it, this thing is 2 inches thick, made of pure sapphire. Save for 3 golden concentric rings set in the center of the sapphire stone. And she says, this is, well, to be frank, this is stolen. and will be reported missing to the Aenstrian Porters Union in 2 days' time. It is a compact teleportation circle, part of a much larger device, way off in Vestergaard. That's where I stole it from. Hopefully far enough away to be away from any suspicions. It leads to the city of Rezan Heights, where the Aenstrians have built a Thistleton Institute of Bardic Excellence, apparently. This is your cover story. You are to get this girl to Rezan Heights. That is your mission.
The girl through the portal?
It was not a portal, it is a scrying pool, but much the same.
Looking glass. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Just, what is... like... what's the goal here, you know? Like, I only take down corrupt people. I don't know if you know my reputation, but I only take down the corrupt.
Yes. We are trying at this moment to get this young lady out of Aenstria to safety. She is carrying an item of great importance, an item that the Aenstrian people cannot be getting their hands on. If they get this item, no one in her populace has the ability to stand up against her.
Alright, I can help out.
So Elowynn, as you're watching from above, as that girl is approaching what seems to be the end of the path through the garden, we're suddenly back elsewhere, and we're going to finally resolve Tam's perception check from a while ago. Tam, you see from your hidden vantage point, hurrying towards you into view, a Eutaxia.
You see Eutaxia just making her way.
God. I've made it 93 episodes without doing that, but I did it. In this moment, Tam, will you roll me a perception check?
Perception. That'll be another 19.
Hell yeah.
And actually rolled in that time.
Hell yeah. And you have, for the first time in 2 campaigns, you're playing a person with dark vision, which is exciting.
Great. Also blind sight.
Hell yeah. You see this woman walking into view, every once in a while looking over their shoulder behind them, as they reach the end of this path. You're on alert because you're at the end of the park. Like there's no exit up here. There's no nothing. Like you're in a corner of the park that is completely walled in on all sides except for behind you. This little sliver of the park is kind of reserved. Both of you would know this. This little sliver of the park is kind of reserved, if not officially, as kind of garden space belonging to the church, or at least cared for and tended by the church. You're not necessarily surprised to see a person out here, especially when you're out here intending to meet a person. You are maybe a little surprised to see someone walking in the middle of the path, and you're a little surprised to see them openly, wearing very identifiable clothing, but not everyone has your eye for tradecraft. Are you just observing from this at this moment, Pam?
Yes.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. Eutaxia, if you would not mind, will you make me a both a perception and an insight check as you reach the end of the path?
Yeah, both are up for me. So I'll do the perception first. If you will pop up, please. My God. Oh, that poor baby. So that's a 9 for her perception.
Okay.
I'm proficient in this guys, I promise. And then insight, you said.
Yeah.
That's not much better. It's a 10.
A 9 and a 10. I like a 10. 9, it is quite dark here in the shadow of the wall. As Ayat hangs just over the eastern wall, her light shining down and creating a sharp diffusion of shadow. It's quiet and awkward. It's the occasional chirping of a cricket, often nothing. She said to go to the east wall. We're at the east wall. She said there'd be a contact here. Doesn't seem to be anyone here unless they're watching from the shadows, which is an unnerving thought in this moment of confusion and apprehension and a little bit of fear, maybe. In this moment, what are you doing, finding yourself up against the dead end of the wall?
Eutaxia would just keep looking. Like, she would just be like, did I miss something?
Okay. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, could I perhaps attempt that perception check again with the guidance on top?
Yeah, if you want to, if you wanted to, like, get in closer to the wall, guidance yourself, properly prepare, and see if you can try to.
Yeah, because it's been a minute since I walked to the church, so I'm still on a little bit of a high from my immediate attunement.
Heck yeah, and who knows what's going on? The provost was properly shaken and concerned. Maybe this contact was taken out already, or stopped, or interfered with on the way, held up or delayed. We're resourceful. Okay. We're gonna give this a shot. So yeah, you can fully guidance yourself and give it
Was she like right near me?
Oh yeah, like probably.
I didn't realize. I thought she was still just.
Oh no, probably at this moment, probably 20 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be, with the guidance, is 26.
26. The wall is perfectly smooth, white, flawless marble. Not a single line where one brick lay atop another. Rumors have always been abound that the walls of Aenstrian were not built but made through magic and risen from the ground themselves. Who actually knows if that's actually the case or not? But as you inspect the wall for any passageway hidden and obfuscated, you come up with nothing. As you kind of make your way from left to right, and you hear just the 26. You hear just a faint twig snap from behind a tree to your right. Maybe not 20 feet away.
Okay, I go towards the sound.
Oh yeah. Tam, you see her approaching the tree. coming directly towards you now at this point. Well,
She'll step out and
Do I know you?
depends on what you remember.
Okay. Okay. Great. Awesome. Do you know how to get out of here?
Of course.
Great. Awesome. I follow your lead.
Okay. Where are we going?
Oh, we have to. Well, it was something heights, probably.
Oh! Risen Heights.
Yes. You have to take me to the Risen Heights.
Alright, we shall head there then.
can you both, in this moment, can you both make me perception checks?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
I don't. That's just concentration, but that's gone since I used it, right? Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
But yeah, I don't get to add my guidance again.
Yeah, not for this one. It's just off the cuff one.
Yeah, and you said perception?
Yep.
Okay.
And you said you had
Man, when I don't have guidance, I do so bad.
It's like poor Kat's character in our main campaign. She just doesn't ever hit with her first attack.
The first attack, please miss.
It's
It's an 11 from Eutaxia.
11 from Eutaxia, and you said an 18 from Tam?
19.
19 from Tam. Hell yeah. I think I should probably just get used to hearing 19 from Tam.
Really?
Behind you, Tam, you can start to hear the voices of angry men saying, "What's out this door?" And the sound of a door being thrown open as somewhere out of sight, more people are entering the park at this point. From the direction of back towards the base of the Even Hall and back towards the direction of the center of town. So, in this moment is exactly when the moment you hear those voices calling out from behind you, Tam, there is a bright light coming from the tree immediately, spilling forth, scattering the shadows around you all. This light is aimed towards the wall and away from, it's not pointing directly towards the dudes coming at you guys, if that's anything. But this light opens and appears and splits, and the tree opens as elsewhere in Centris, Elowynn, you are summarily kicked through the tree as she opens up a sliver in the tree that is sitting next to the pond, connecting the grove in Centris to the park in Aenstrian.
She falls through. You just hear jingle, 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 like a cat toy.
Okay.
And
Now we'll jump back. What the hell is that?
Yeah, you all see a sight.
Like, you just watch, like, Eutaxia almost pull Moonlight for a weapon, and she's like...
Tam will have her dagger out, just in case.
Yeah, she's formed, like a quarterstaff out of Moonlight.
Elowynn, as you pick yourself up, you see yourself in strange company that you just recently saw from above through a magical window.
So, not to alarm you, there are people trying to kill you. We need to get going.
I'm well aware.
Oh, you do know that. Okay, cool. Hi, I was sent to protect you.
I was sent to protect her.
Well,
They
it looks
said
like you
it's
both are on the
person.
same detail.
As the tree is closing and returning to normal, right before that twinge of pressure from that Kalishtar connection vanishes, you hear a voice in your head say, "Said friends, meet friends."
Wait, who heard that?
Elowynn did. Only Elowynn.
She's kind of panicked, looks around for a second, like, we need to get going. What was the thing that I heard again? Just so I can write that down for my notes.
Did I just forget? What did I say? Somebody help
Like,
me.
Well, you said friends meet friends or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah. I said friends, meet my friends. As the connection is terminated and you all are standing here in this odd Aenstrian standoff.
Okay, yeah, she dissolves the moonlight quarterstaff. Okay, we need to get to the Risen Heights. You said you know how to get there, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We should probably get going as fast as we can.
I would agree that light probably drew some attention.
Definitely
sorry.
did, as you can hear voices now, maybe 60, 70 feet away, not running, but cautiously making their way in your direction. And with what is, just throw me out your all's passive perceptions real quick.
Passive perception, 17.
19.
17, 19.
19.
19, hell yeah. All three of you all are hearing at this point, 50, 60 feet away, armored boots on the grass and on the path that are walking your direction. Tam, will you roll me a survival check?
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. With a 12, you have not spent a tremendous amount of time in Blossom Park. However, you have studied the layout of it prior to coming here this evening. You know that there's no other entrances from this this dead end, more or less, as it were. The wall has no openings in it to allow passage through without going out through either the Evermarch Road or La Rue La Rose. Does anybody have any suggestions or resources that can help in this moment?
The only thing I can think to do is just to silence our passing is the silence spell, but I can't move that area. Effect.
Only in one space.
What's
Yeah,
that?
it doesn't say as a bonus action you can move it.
So we could always just back up in the shadows, cast it, and wait for them to pass.
You are insanely intelligent.
Absolutely.
I put I put one hand on either of the girl's shoulders. I was like, sorry about this. I'm gonna do something real quick and I will dimension door us out of there.
Oh shit.
Dimension door. Okay.
Oh shit, oh shit, hell yeah. When you say out of there, which direction is out of there?
In the direction of where we need to go.
Okay,
Prison.
so that would be, I don't have a map up anymore. Give me 10 seconds, guys.
Took a picture of your map if you want to see it.
You have a what, see?
Took a picture of your map if you want to see it.
Oh,
Someone
perfect.
phone knows it.
That way.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
hold on a second. And I'll post my map here at the end of this session. So you guys are in Aenstria, and you need to be traveling. Okay. All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Will everyone here make me just a flat intelligence check?
Intelligence. Okay. Intelligence check. Okay, not. That is 0.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, cool.
That's also just gonna be, just a real cool natural 2.
Okay, cool. Tam, you gonna save us?
In Elowynn's support, she is really pretty.
Yeah, honestly. Girlie was built for wisdom, not intelligence.
It was an 18 from Tam.
Okay, cool. Tam saved the day.
Okay.
Tam, you know that just hoofing it, it is roughly. You could probably make Port Rose in 10 days on foot, cutting across land, and then from there it's another probably 3 days upriver to Rizan Heights in the foothills of the Roynan Mountains.
Damn, I thought this was a section of Aenstria City.
Oh yeah. No. It's the exact opposite of that.
We've dimension doored.
Well, you have dimension doored, so you have dimension doored.
I've dimension doored us away from our enemies.
Correct. You've been able to dimension door. If you went all the way to the range, you have been able to clear, a quarter mile between the outside of the wall and yourselves, and would find yourselves appearing in a so east along. Okay, so that goes into the. Okay, cool. So you would find yourselves appearing in a grassy field of long grass, maybe that comes up to your all's knees. Some type of grain crop similar to wheat that grows out here for cultivation and sustenance. As your dimension door opens and you guys find yourself in this space,
Like a shower of Disney-looking pink and orange sparkles flutters around them, and with a bright light and a little jingling bell, they appear in the middle of the field. She's like, "I hope you guys don't have allergies, but I did get us out of there, so I do think that's a win-win."
They did all the allergy tests when I was a child, and even then, I could probably just shift my stuff to not be affected so much. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I was not that helpful. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. You're doing your best. You're also the person we're trying to protect too. So, like, if this was an escort mission, you're the one who we're escorting.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
How far to the prison?
in this moment, Tam, will you make me an insight check?
An insight check.
Just from Tam, I think, in this moment.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if that would have applied guidance.
What'd you get there, Tam?
26.
26. Holy shit. It's like a hunter level insight check. I dig it.
I rolled above a 10 that time.
Yeah, you did. Like, way the fuck above a 10. So, in this moment, Tam, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's a little uncomfortable. Extra person weren't told about an extra person. But just in these last couple of moments with them casting powerful magic to get you out of a dangerous situation, mentioning words that line up with words that you guys have been told from your people. There's a chink in the communication system somewhere. Some wires got crossed and some people didn't get told about something, but after that initial shock of seeing an unexpected person, your heckles are kind of backing down a little bit, and you're not necessarily uncomfortable in your current company.
She puts out her hand to the two of them. Is like, Elowynn Kingkiller.
She shakes Elowynn's hands. Eutaxia Mahina Ephemera. Sorry, I know it's a long name.
Oh, it's okay.
Tam will just hold that way. Tam.
Lovely. Short name.
Most people just call me Eutaxia.
Most people just call me Elowynn.
Great. Now that we're all acquainted, okay. Her thoughts seem to be going a million miles a minute.
As you would.
Like, okay. So if we're here, she's basically just like trying to like game out. Okay. So if we're here, then the Risen Heights are probably about this far. Like in her head. But outwardly, she's like, alright, do we have a game plan? Were we told of a game plan of how to get there?
I am unclear. I was just told, hey, make sure these people don't die. Also protect whatever crown thingy you have.
Yeah. I only just received it this evening. I'm still... My magic's still getting used to it.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay, so... Tim, were you told a game plan of how to get to the Risen Heights, or...
I'm assuming Tam knows how to get there, just because she was told to go there? Or she's familiar where the location is?
Okay.
Just to clarify on that, Tam, Adelaide mentioned to you where to go for safety in Risen Heights, but not how to get there. But that's also kind of not uncommon for her. She tends to let you figure things out.
Okay. How long ago did she just say Risen Heights just in that message?
Just in that message.
Okay.
Question.
I don't know where to go, but maybe we can find a library.
Question. I have an answer.
Would my church consider it a sanctuary as it relates to the word recall spell?
That's a good question. Give me just a second.
It says I must designate a sanctuary by casting the spell within a location, such as a temple dedicated to or strongly linked to my deity.
Let me see here, because I'm always cool for letting things get weird.
Hey, yo. No, I not really have. Okay. Looking at my spells, I probably don't have a lot of stuff that can help us in this moment. But I did get us out of the city, so I think she's good on.
I have 2 teleportation spells. One is good for combat, and one is just for getting out of that combat.
Above the table, I will be a beneficial DM because I was just a mean DM for a slight second because I made you all figure out a way out of that dead end without helping y'all out. But somebody had a solution for it. So I'll be nice to you, DM now, and say that because this is a thing that I didn't give you as a item, so it's easy to forget about. But Elowynn has a solution for this very problem that was handed to her.
Okay.
Oh, I have the teleporter.
Oh, do you have something that can teleport us there?
Yes, I have a mini teleporter thingy that can get us there if we need it.
Wait,
This is like the disc.
were you given instructions on how to operate it?
Was I?
I mean, you seem intelligent.
Thank
sure
you.
you can figure it
I'm
out.
not really, but I do appreciate your kindness.
Let me ask you a question, a different question, Elowynn, because I don't believe she did, but you and Tam have a likelihood of this. Will you both roll me a very interestingly DC'd history check to see if...
Sorry, a very what?
Interestingly DC'd history check. So just roll me a history check and don't feel bad if it's a...
They came 21.
21?
15.
21 to 15, heck yeah. For Tam, you recognize what it is 100%. Not sure how it exactly works. Magic has always been a little bit of a strange thing. But what you're looking at is a component of one of the large teleportation circles that the Porters Union operates. These things are spread out across the Empire and in some other locations that help people travel from one location to another, those that aren't magically inclined, for quite a substantial cost. And that cost and that regulation is kind of a thing that's kept Tam away from it. But Elowynn, with your position in the court of Rokanon, back in the day, you've been through a teleportation circle a few times. And while you've never managed one yourself or run it yourself, it is I'll say, roll me an Arcana check, Elowynn.
Sweet.
And
That is an 8.
8. Hell yeah. As you're sitting there playing with it, Eutaxia, roll me an Arcana check.
I will also just plop a little guidance on myself.
Fair enough.
I would argue that Elowynn is the perfect description of pure of heart but dumb of ass.
Love it.
Okay. Please be in any way helpful. Okay, so that's an 8 plus 4, so 9. It's 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Hell yeah. I think with an 8 and a 12 together, we can get something somewhere. So, Elowynn, as you're examining this thing, you flip it over, and as you flip it over, one of the rings of sapphire moves slightly, and Elowynn, as it does this, Eutaxia sees it, and I think with this you start to realize that this is a it has to be lined up in the proper orientation, and it'll just probably work.
Okay.
Not exactly sure, but how do I want to do this? This is going to be interesting. Let me look at something real quick.
Okay.
Cam, will you make me an investigation check? If you're interested at all in what they've got in their hands.
No, she's curious about everything. Ooh! That wasn't at 1, but it's also a 17.
Hell yeah. The real friends were the natural ones that were 17s all along. As they're kind of messing with it and switching it around and whatnot, there's just the faintest little divot that you can notice just catching the moonlight in those golden rings that separate the 3 bands of sapphire. And you're able to easily point that out to them who had, missed it. It is, and don't feel bad about that, guys. It's no more.
Yeah.
What we're looking at here is like the seam of a extremely finely machined tool, so that it screws together in a way that you cannot even see the seam. But you were
It's
able
like
to.
It's like looking at the inside of a phone and told, okay, now remove the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to point that out to them, Tam, if you want to. That there is a common line across all 3 gold rings that could be lined up.
Yeah, Tam will point that out. I don't know if you've noticed this, but she'll kind of reach in.
Yeah,
How big is
yeah.
this thing? Is it a ring, like a finger ring, or like
It's like a big.
ring?
It's like a big disc, like this big, of 3 concentric
fruit
rings
size?
that get smaller as they go in. It's just like a large. You can move the outside ring, inside ring, and then the center ring, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I messed with
So
one of these before.
things. Okay. She'll be like, if you don't mind, maybe I could give it a try.
Please do.
And
But
she'll
by all means.
take it and kind of move it around until those lines line up.
Oh yeah. And as you do, they spin freely in place until you get the second one lined up, and then it locks. And then you get that third lined up, and it locks again and becomes rigid. And then this disc in your hands begins to heat up and get warm. Not hot, but warm. As around you, you all feel this charge of energy. And Eutaxia, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're still in detect magic mode. I don't think 10 minutes have gone up.
I don't detect magic lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think 10 minutes have actually passed. So you're seeing a what the hell is this? don't know off the top of my head what teleportation is. Is it
Conjuration.
conjuration? There you go. Which, how the hell does that work? Are you conjuring the teleportation circle? Is that what's happening?
You are.
You're conjuring
conjuration
yourself.
magic is like moving things usually. So you are
You're
moving
conjuring
yourself.
yourself in another space, basically.
Okay, that makes sense. I can get behind that logic. Conjuration is the one school of magic I don't mess with too much. Anywho, and that's just because I don't like to be an annoying summoner. There's nothing wrong with summoners. Summoners are amazing. I just I've been a DM for too long, but anywho, as you do, and these pieces snap into place, and this massive amount of conjuration magic starts to spill out from this disc. At first it's invisible, and then everyone can see it as rings shoot out from this disc, like projected outward. Just shoom, 1, 2, 3, and there are 3 rings around you all at this point. As one ring goes up, one ring goes down, and you are vanished and elsewhere.
Ooh.
And tumbling through space and time as you exit awkwardly, will all of you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Oh,
I'm
when
good at
said I
being-
actually,
Which is good because I got 16.
I got a 17.
16, a 17, and
I got a 14.
oh wow, that's actually low for you. That's awesome.
I know.
Let's see what the DC is. The DC was extraordinarily low. The DC was 14, so you were good.
Yay.
That was just a, for the people at home, that was a dice check DC where I just rolled the dice and I'm like, what's the DC? Because there's not really a consequence here. If you guys had rolled low, you guys would have just eaten ass a little bit. As you guys land on your feet, as your vision goes white and the whiteness recedes and your vision starts to return to you. Everybody roll me a perception check now.
Perception check.
That'll be a 23.
23.
I already used my guidance earlier, so I'm not gonna put it up again. That's fine, because that's a 24 from
Ooh.
Eutaxia.
Getting in the double
dirty
digits.
20.
Hell yeah, double digits from
I know.
everybody. God damn. we
Double
fu-
digits without guidance? My
You know, the start of these things when everybody's coming together and getting cohesed and stuff, it's always a little awkward and it's always a little clumsy and shit, but man, does that stuff start to snap into place and those dice start behaving. As you guys, your vision snaps back into place, you are standing in a circular room, maybe 15 foot wide. There is a archway in front of you, and white marble all around. As you are below you, the floor is a series of blue sapphire circles with golden rings. One here, and then another here, and then another over here in circles all around. There are probably 17
You're
different
cutting out again.
ones. I probably am. Oh, it's okay. Is it behaving?
A
Now,
little
now.
bit better, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I swear to God, guys, we're almost done.
Talk for a while, it just starts taking bits out of it. I don't know why.
I think it might just be because it is just creating too long of a data packet. I will try my best to take some more breaks and slow myself down a little bit. I don't know why though. It's never been this bad on a Wednesday, but the whole floor seems to be a contraption itself. of artifice as you see multiple different copies of your disc embedded in the floor in different locations around it. You guys have, well, not surprisingly, I guess, come out in the Rizan Heights Porters Union installation. This is a outside the archways that lead into this circular room with a domed ceiling. It's very posh and very elegant in here. There is wainscoting along the walls with intricate detailing and ornamentation. This is a place that really only the wealthy venture into. In this moment, you hear footsteps, boot steps on cold marble floors as someone, likely an attendant, is making their way towards the room, hearing the teleportation activate. In this moment, who is holding the disc at this time? At this point,
Last who was holding it was Tam.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what's involved in that?
Okay, so yeah, Tam, if you want to, in this moment, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
I'm glad the road was doing that.
Right?
Yes.
That'll be a 32.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Good, because
I rolled like a 19.
this was a
Plus,
little
like,
bit. This was a little bit of a jackass high DC on this. So good deal. I say a little bit of a jackass high DC. I would say the little bit is on the jackass part because it was a high DC and it was earned. As around the corner comes the Porters Union attendant wearing a crisp red uniform looking like a bellhop's outfit with golden trim down the sides. Had he seen you in here with a stolen teleportation component from one of their machines, things might not have been great. But quickly making it disappear, you, as this individual enters the spaces. Forgive me, I was not told of any late night arrivals. Who shall I say is calling?
God, I really wish we had a telepathic bond up. Oh,
Elowynn will move herself in the front like, I'm so sorry, we are on private business for a very important client. We need to be let in immediately. Please, there is secrecy is of the utmost. Can I roll a persuasion check with
Yeah,
that?
go for it.
yeah. Could I give Elowynn the help action on that as well?
You absolutely don't need to, but sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to be like, yes, discretion is of the utmost import.
25.
Quite all right. Yes, many people have business here of various clandestine activities. There's the winery, and of course there is the brothels, and then of course there is the education centers. I will not ask any further questions. Have a nice day. And he steps aside.
She gives him a little flirty wink and then walks off.
Yeah.
As you guys exit the front, passing by him and exiting this arch, you enter the front atrium of this small Porters Union building and realize it's kind of a way smaller building than you thought it might be. It's kind of just 2 rooms. The teleportation room and the room you guys find yourself in now that has a small desk and a few comfy looking benches or couches along the walls. But the doors are open to the outside here in Razan Heights, as it is a little less humid as the cool nighttime air comes in, and graces you all as you all have landed here in Razan Heights. Ham, once more in the back of your head, you hear Adelaide's voice. I am hearing reports of disappointment from the Artifinders. I am taking that as a good sign. We don't need to say any more at this point. My contact should be waiting for you at the safe house.
Okay.
So, as you guys make your way out into the streets of Razan Heights, you, make me a perception check, everybody.
Perception.
As we venture into a town that we've never ventured to on this channel before.
21.
It's gonna be a 19 from Eutaxia.
Hell yeah.
26.
Right on. You guys step out into a city of significance, but a city that is shocking in its appearance to you, where everywhere else you've been in the Empire, I would say everywhere, but most places you've been in the Empire, the architecture is predominantly elven, flowing marbles and golds, a demonstration of that opulence and wealth, and their ability to have it for nothing. Aenstria is a place of great excess, but looking around Razan Heights, you see a predominantly human-inspired architecture of Tudor-style homes, wide dirt streets, not like unpleasant dirt streets, not pocketed with mud and potholes, but just a quaint little community, and those high perception checks. In the middle of the night here, you have a hard time not noticing the looming shadow overhead. Large, but not as large as the Aether Spire. The Infinium looms behind you, this massive, square, squat monolith of black stone just rises into the night, complete darkness and the shadows just dwarfing over the top of the town. With Pam being the one who has the information in her noodle, will you make me a survival check, Tam, as you make your way out into the streets with your new companions, looking for any sign of cracked ruby doorknob? What's that?
It was a 4.
It was a 4? Okay, cool.
I'm actually terrible at survival. It sucks.
That's awesome. No, I love it. I love it, especially when you guys are going to be throwing 30s at me like most of this campaign. So yeah, that works. Let me see what I can.
At least we're doing something we're bad at.
Yeah, I rolled pretty bad too, but that's just an arbitrary dice roll that I did. So with a, is that a 4 total? Cal?
Yes.
Sorry, you're not Cal right now.
It was a 3 plus a 1.
You're not terrible at survival. Then terrible's minus stuff. Let's do
Compared
it this
to the
way.
other stuff we can do, we're bad at it.
Yeah. For context, I have a +3 to survive.
Oh yeah. I like to do these things where you are not necessarily in danger and you are not necessarily on the clock, as it were, as a the worse you are on the DC, the longer it takes. So let's see what that looks like. Not bad, actually. Did I just roll 69 on a... No, I rolled 59. Almost nice.
It was almost nice.
Almost. You all get a decent late night, early morning tour of Razan Heights. I'd say late night. It's not early morning yet. Actually, it's weirdly slightly earlier.
We're in a weird state right now, right?
You're in a weird state of me trying to do mental gymnastics. The sun would have just now gone down here, but the Infinium would still be casting a daunting and impervious shadow, because it's complicated. Because in Abhaile, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, so. The entire time, you guys have started out in Aenstrian, and then we were in well far to the evening in Boreala, and now we're back on the other side of Aenstrian just a little bit. So we're hopping some time zones a little bit, but probably not enough for a tremendous amount of jet lag. But you all
No
get...
wonder Eutaxia is so jet lagged.
Yeah, you all get a good tour of town, and there are several squat multi-story buildings that have wood paneling on the outside and shutters and cozy little shingles that at first you think maybe that's a tavern or an inn, but it looks like to be some type of student housing the closer you get. As you all know, that Razan Heights is... it's essentially Cambridge, Massachusetts, here in Aenstrian. They've got two centers of higher learning here that are, world renowned.
Okay.
If you want to be a wizard or a bard, and you've got money to spend on tuition, this is the place to do it, type of thing.
You just cut out a whole bunch.
Yeah. It's because I was talking about money and tuition.
And then it did it again while you're trying to say what you're talking about.
Money and tuition.
Yes. Capitalism.
Discord doesn't like me talking about money. It's like...
Even in your fantasy world.
Right? Right? It's like, no, because money works there. But it takes you guys just a little bit of time. You are all able to navigate through and see multiple of these inn-like buildings that look like student housing. You come across a couple inns as well, and as you wind your way through streets until at last you find one with a golden doorknob and a tiny cracked ruby. Right where there would be a lock normally, Pam. On a 2-story house.
She's gonna try the door.
Do the two of you follow her as she just approaches this random...
Yeah.
You guys have talked about what you're doing. I mean, you're not just, like, randomly walking around the streets for 2 hours, in silence.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to stay with my security detail.
Yeah. Protect the president. And
I think Elowynn is also, just handing out little bits of money here and there to any beggars she sees. You gotta use the fortune that you got from killing a king somehow.
Oh yeah.
She's also but while she does have the circlet, she's also trying to use her ability to change her form to like cover her circlet,
Okay.
so the people don't clock the circlet.
Yeah. It's totally doable. Totally doable.
Elowynn sees this and she goes, "Are you also of the Fae?"
Yes. Specifically my mother was.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I'm a satyr, so you can easily tell that, but it's good to see another one of us.
Yeah. I think we came over from the Feywild like a long time ago, and now we're here.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
But yes,
this-
Tamlin. Not Tamlin. Tam. Door.
So you open the door, Tam, or do you just knock on the door?
She's seeing if the door is unlocked.
Oh, it is unlocked.
She will cautiously enter.
Push the door open with a creak.
Also, dagger at the ready, just in case.
What's that?
Said dagger at the ready, just in case. She's been told this is. You never know.
She's got her moonlight magic.
Oh, yeah.
I've just added fingertip.
As the door opens, do you open the door all the way, or just most of the way, or what's the deal?
She'll open it all the way.
Gotcha.
Make sure no one's hiding behind it.
Good call. 10-foot hallway, doors on the left and right, probably 5 feet in, is what you see.
She'll. Hello?
No response.
She'll motion the other two in to follow her and close the door.
Yeah.
Elowynn will.
Yeah, Eutaxia will follow in.
Shutting the door with a chum.
Yeah, but by this point, my detect magic is gone, right?
Yeah. Yeah, probably at this point. Yeah, because we're a couple hours. We're closing in on midnight here.
Just
So
making
all
sure.
it is a hallway and 2 doors?
That was what you immediately see. As you guys press in, off to your right-hand side, there looks to be a parlor or a sitting room of some type. Off to your left-hand side, there appears to be some type of dining room and kitchen.
And the doors are closed, though.
No, they're open. They're like archway doors. It's a home that you're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
My bad. I did not do a great job. And looking into that parlor as well, you can see a set of stairs that go up to the 2nd floor.
Tam will just tell them to wait here. Wait here, while I just make sure everything's okay. And she'll do a sweep of the...
Would you like an extra set of eyes while you're up there?
I usually do this alone. I feel confident doing it by myself. I would just like to make sure that you all are... that I can...
Yeah, I was just gonna do something magic, but if you wanna just do... Yeah, it's fine. You do what you do best.
I'll go make sure there's no people here. And then if you want to, you can see if there's any magical items that may be spying.
Thank you.
So, Tam, roll me a stealth check as you make your way to start clearing the house. And if Eutaxia, if you have something you'd like to do as well, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I was... this is probably such a waste of this spell, but I was gonna cast Clairvoyance.
Oh, crazy stuff. I dig it. What'd you roll, Cal?
Yeah.
I got a nat 20 for a total of 32.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Health is plus 12.
You know what? Actually, you know what? No, your taxi doesn't know that you rolled so good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
So you creep your way into the parlor and sitting room, and you see the stairs going up, and you see a closed door that leads to a room on this level further into the house that doesn't exit out onto the hallway. where do you want to go?
She'll check the room.
Room. Okay. As you open the door to this room, you see a bedroom with a double bed in the center of it. It's nothing special. A little nicer than you'd see at your average inn, but nothing special. As you do, though, let me roll something. It's not arbitrary for once. Yeah, no, they don't give a shit. There is a little gray and white cat. As you open the door, comes walking out the door like they own the place and into the parlor sitting room. Just barely even acknowledges you.
Give a little pat and go upstairs.
As you give a little pet, kitty cat kind of like leans into your touch and like raises her butt a little bit like they're wont to do, and just makes a little squeak. And as you walk up the stairs without making a single creaking sound, on what's probably the most creaky stairs ever, this kitty cat just pitter-patters through the parlor out into the hall and looks up at you all as well. Looking up at you all as well and seeing two more people is going to be meow. But yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, me and Elowynn see the cat.
It's like, hello, friend. And she leans down to pet the cat.
Yeah, she's like, come here, friend.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. So you all are playing with the kitty cat and upstairs. Tam.
I imagine that, like, when she leans down too, the bells on her start jingling. Start going like,
oh, the cat goes nuts.
Yeah. Not nuts. She's a well-behaved cat. She's playing with them though. And then upstairs, Tam, as you are making your way through, you find a hallway with two more bedrooms upstairs. And a third room that is, I'd say it's a room. It's really more of like an open area of the hallway that looks out over a dorm. Over the hallway, like an open area of the room. That
You keep cutting off right there.
Oh my god! Right.
It's the same thing you say every time it cuts it out.
Try this. I wonder if it's the way I'm saying something.
I don't know.
But so it's a hallway with an open area in the middle that kind of sits where a dormer would sit, like a dormer window. You know how that you kind of get what I'm saying.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyways, the important thing is you find no one upstairs.
No one up here?
No one upstairs.
All right, she'll go back downstairs and let them know it's clear.
Okay. And as soon as you say, sorry, what was that, Elowynn?
oh, Elowynn was just like, oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. I also realized that my spell wouldn't have been useful anyway.
What?
The DM likes to eat the spells
because it can't. It stays in place. It can't move.
I am very unfamiliar with spell work. I never had for it.
Which happens when you attune yourself to a god, and that god kind of gives you magic.
Yeah, and as you say those words, Eutaxia, the cat begins to grow and elongate and shift, and where was standing a gray and white little tabby cat is now standing dark skin, curling brown hair, wearing a long kind of like a long sundress, flowing, made out of kind of a rough spun wool, with a set of tattoos that go up her jawline to her hair, real thin and kind of Polynesian styled. She crosses her arms and says, Well, Adelaide said I was getting some friends tonight. She didn't say they were gonna,
You cut out all of that.
Yeah, I figured I did.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Says, well, Adelaide said I was getting some company tonight. And, I guess, I'm supposed to say, fuck, what was it? Do I know you?
Depends on what you remember.
Depends on what you remember.
He smiles. My name is
Glad to meet you, friend of Adelaide.
My name's Tila. Let's get to business.
Yes. Before though, thank you for opening your home to us.
Oh yes, thank you very much.
Oh, it's not mine. I just found it.
Love it.
Thanks all the same.
So, I think you're all probably wondering why you're here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I was kind of rushed out of my home city.
That was for a very good reason, and I see that it worked. So that is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
That's not why we're here. What do you all know of Rizan Heights?
Not
We know,
much.
we know there's schools of magic here.
There is exclusive magic here. Do you know that this is also one of the most fantastic places in the entire world to get properly wasted on really good wine?
Good to know.
It is good to know. But it's also why we're here. Not necessarily wine, exactly. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at talking to people. It is a winery. That's why we're here. I don't know if you guys are really up on a lot of the news, but and this is pretty crazy. Some idiot friends of mine. Some idiot friends of mine just killed a dragon. It's crazy. It's crazier when I say, you guys know what happened 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I witnessed it myself.
As did I.
Well, this is a blue dragon, and it is covered in scales that can protect you from the worst shit they can do to you. Their lightning can't penetrate a blue dragon's scales. We can do something to protect you.
That'd be amazing.
Okay, yes, please continue.
I have a friend, an acquaintance. I would like to get you all an audience with him tomorrow, if possible. This is a interesting situation because the Novanarchy is heavily involved with the relocation of this dragon. As it was, from my understanding, killed quite a far distance away from here, and has been, or is going to be teleported to us. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to break in and get it, or get what we can from it. Fortunately, however, I guess, we're breaking into a friendly establishment, as it were.
Okay.
We just have to make it look good. And by that I mean you just have to make it look good, because I can't be there.
Right. Okay.
So,
Okay.
does anyone in here have any particular predilections against gnomes or or tiny dragons?
No.
Okay,
I don't think I have an opinion on either.
fantastic. Well, tomorrow you'll probably have strong opinions on both. There are some beds upstairs. You are more than welcome to. I'm sure you all are tired. You all have traveled a great distance this evening. But tomorrow we will set out for a meeting at the very least with one of my friends, and hopefully this meeting will go good enough that you all can potentially scout this heist out and see what needs to be done. But I don't know, that's all academic at this point. I am extremely tired. I was told that you all were going to be here like 2 hours ago, and so I've been just waiting with my whole cat thing just to look cool for a little bit. I'm tired. So
Yes.
yeah.
We're not gonna be expected to come up against any of the Nobanaki personally, are we?
I would assume not. I don't want to deal with them either. I don't need them here. No, we should not. We should be fine. Just
Cool.
the only real danger is if you were to venture into the Infinium, and they generally teleport directly there if they need to, from my understanding again.
Cool.
So good
Just
for the night. Did you have?
yeah, no, please continue.
Yes.
Okay. So for the night, sleep, and in the morning, it is off to the Thunderbolt Winery.
Right.
And dudes, I think that is a perfect opportunity to close this out for the night. When we pick up again, it'll be a new day, and we'll be on our way to scout out a heist and see if we can steal some dragon scales or something, guys. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. But in the meantime, guys, keep telling stories. We love them. We know you do too. And we'll see you back here next time for some more Quiet Voices.